Hi, welcome to GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. Video I did the other day sparked a bit of interest in a slightly cheaper camera system. I think things have got a bit ridiculous nowadays with these full frame cameras. The prices are just horrendous. People are spending more money on cameras than I do on car, apparently. I mean, I don't know who buys these. I don't very often see people using these cameras, I have to say, but there you go. So I decided to do a cheap camera challenge. So I set myself a target of well under £300. I've actually spent 270. Had to be interchangeable, had to be current in that it will stand up to scrutiny compared to my current system. It had to be lightweight, portable. I wanted image stabilization because I want to use prime lenses. Didn't want like a kit lens, that'd be too easy, and you just don't get great results with kit lenses. So I wanted prime lens, and so I've gone for a camera that I've had the bag for ages. This a little bit of a clue there. So what I've gone for, and it had to be a camera I've not had before. So I've gone for an Olympus Pen EP5. Now, this camera was a little bit overlooked because I think it was overshadowed by the EM5, which is essentially the same camera but with a viewfinder on it. So if you desperately want a viewfinder, then this is still valid. I mean, they're not a lot more money. Just buy an EM5. So the EP5, so it's still got the 5-axis image stabilization, the 16 megapixel sensor. It still shoots RAW. It's fast, it's responsive. It's got the quirky Olympus menu, but I've kind of, on this camera, it works okay. I've got it set up in aperture priority. Front and rear dials is exposure compensation and aperture. I've got a function button there. I just hit that and I can change my ISO. On the back, you've got some other options as well for shooting modes and different things, but your main functions I can use all from the top here, and it all works nice. The on and off switch is in a nice place where you can get to it. All works really well. Obviously no viewfinder. You can put one on, but it's more expensive to buy the viewfinder than the camera, I found. So don't worry about it. As I say, if you want a viewfinder, get the EM5. Don't try and get this with the viewfinder unless you get it at a really good deal. Obviously takes just one SD card in the card slot underneath, and it's in the battery door. You've got a tripod mount which is offset, which is a bit weird. I know that upsets some people. You've got a tilty flippy screen, works absolutely fine, is nice and robust. It's touch screen for some stuff, not others, which is a bit of a shame. But for in use, it's got like this super panel that works really well. You just press the OK button, and this super panel comes up. And what's really weird is that the super control panel doesn't, it's not defaulted to on, which is a bit strange. So you press the OK button, you get this little panel come up, and you can touch any of the settings and then change them using the dials. Works really well. So it's not as good as my Panasonic G80 for control wise, but it's certainly workable, and it's actually quite a nice fun thing to use. It's really responsive. The shooting speed, this is in probably low. Let's just whip that off. Let's just take a picture. Lovely fast autofocus. That's in low. Let's just switch it to, I think it's got high. Yeah, try that. Buffer fills up pretty quick, but it's plenty quick enough, and it's fine. And that's shooting RAW plus fine JPEGs as well, so that's the worst it will perform with regards to filling up the buffer. But in reality, I have it on low, and usually just sort of take bursts of maybe, you know, 1 or 2 pictures, just sort of like, you know, it absolutely works fine. So that's great. It's got all the scene modes and the auto modes and the art modes and all that crap, but I don't use any of that anyway because I am now shooting RAW. I'm not going to get into a RAW versus JPEG kind of argument, but I used to shoot JPEG because it was easy for me, because I just put the files into my iPad and I edited them, tweaked them in Snapseed, and it worked fine. Now I've got a system where I can do exactly the same thing. I use a raw file, put it into the iPad, I just edit in Lightroom CC now, and then pop it onto my camera roll, and it works brilliantly. I can then send them off to everywhere. You know, it's seamless. I can swap it onto my phone. It all works seamlessly, but I'm using a raw file instead of the JPEG. So I'm just getting a little bit more detail, a bit more dynamic range. The ability to recover highlights and shadows is better. So yes, it is better, but my workflow is the same. It's no worse, it's no better. So why not do it? So I shoot all in RAW now. So that's good, and I think it's actually more important on when you're using these smaller sensored, low megapixel cameras. Well, I say low; it's low to some of the cameras now. To get the best out of them, you can. And bear in mind, this sensor is a bit older than the one in my G80. It kind of, you can compensate for that by just get the best out of it, and it's the image quality is absolutely fine. I'll throw up some images, and you can have a look at them and see for yourself. The images are taken with the lens that I got for it. Which is the Nifty 50. It's actually the Panasonic one. It's the 25mm 1.7. Olympus do a 1.8 25 as well, but they're all much for muchness. I got this for 100 quid, so 270 quid for this kit. Lovely little lens. It works absolutely fantastically. You get that really nice shallow depth of field. The other lens I've been using on, which could be a choice if you wanted a more telephoto zoom, is the Olympus 45 f1.8, another stunning lens, and again, better than any sort of kit zoom that you might buy. And the other lens I bought for it, which is like an optional really, because that puts the price up a little bit, but this lens was £82 in mint condition. In the box, £82, and it's the Panasonic 45-150. I've done lots of researches on the, and I've had all the lenses. I've had the 45-200, the 45-175, the 100-300. I've had them all. This is the best image quality. It's the cheapest. It's the lightest. It's plasticky. It's not nasty quality. I think it's nice quality, but it's just lightweight, and you think, nah, it's not going to be any good. Absolutely fantastic little lens. Get lovely bokeh, great for portraits, great for going to the zoo, great for sports. Absolutely fantastic little lens for the size and money. And that's the little Olympus 45mm. So, I mean, when you're looking at kit, so you know, a 25 and a 45, you pretty much got most situations covered. You know, I can carry it around like in one hand. And you know, throw in a long zoom, and you're laughing. And obviously, you could swap out one of these for a wide angle. There's plenty of wider angles. There's the 20mm Panasonics. There's the 12mm, the 17s. There's plenty of choice, and they're all, you know, cheap. You know, really good value. I say cheap in, yeah, they're good value, not cheap, because they're nice quality. They're just not £3,000–4,000. So there you go. So that's my sort of cheap camera challenge. My plan was just to buy this camera and then sell it on, but I'm kind of liking it quite a lot actually, as a just take out with one lens camera, nice, very small, compact, lightweight. I know my main system is compact and lightweight, but this is even smaller and more compact. And so I might actually keep it, or I might swap it for the EM5, because I do like having a viewfinder. I kind of naturally sort of go like that, but yeah, so we'll see. But I'll keep you updated on that subject. So anyway, this is GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views, Opinions on my Cheap Camera Challenge 2018. I think I found an absolute winner here. Hope you enjoyed the pictures, and I'll see you soon. Bye.